Hey, little bird. Oh, come on. I'm just messing with you. Plus, I know you secretly love that nickname. Yeah. How was class? Learn anything new from Discovery, or is lore still the be-all and end-all of academia? Oh, you totally did say that. No, you did. When you came here for the exchange, you were such a skeptic. At least you didn't shove it in our faces or anything, but we could tell. Yeah, that's fair. Both universities have their perks, but realistically, don't we use history regardless of field? One of my professors once had a motto, something like, in order to know where you are going, you must first know where you have been. Oh, come on. Discovery's gotta be more fun, though. Less dusty scrolls, more applied work. Fighting the good fight to save humanity, or so they say. I know, that's just a little of our stuff. Both have our own focuses, regardless of school. I'd like to think most any field we study will help humanity, in some way or another. Well, hey, look at our fields. Two sides of the combative coin. Strategy and ability. Best case scenario, you'll be planning offensives, and I'll be executing them as we fight the rod. You be my wielder, and I'll be your spear, piercing the heart of this infection. Worst case, well, someone has to keep Anya. Well, someone has to keep Anya in their place, right? I know. They technically don't teach you how to fight a war with other humans. But if you read between the lines, they do. They teach you how to fight anything. I think other humans are included in that. Plus, I don't think anyone is going to complain about sticking it to that stupid monarchy. Ah, come on. I think it's safe to say that when you're the only human civilization to wage a war of aggression in thousands of years, you're the bad guy. Not to mention the fiends. I know. You're the forgiving type. Something I admire about you. But hey, nothing ends up working out, you still have outs. With your intellect, you could be a worldwide chess prodigy. Don't be so humble now. I've heard stories about how you'd smoke professors in war simulations. Isn't chess just a smaller version of that? Me? Oh, I'd try to be a champion boxer. Something like that. Sounds fun. Imagine seeing me in the Tempest Park or something like that. That would be cool. In front of the whole world? Ah, come on, imagine it. Not only could we have a good fight, but we can make it entertaining for the masses. With all the tech nowadays, we can put on a good show. Yeah, maybe I'll still do it anyway. Everyone's got to have a hobby, right? Keeps you from going crazy. To have other things going on. As they'd say in the military, it boosts morale. Yeah, it's like how the chief biologist here has a rose garden. Be careful going around there, though. You'll get drunk on the smell. Hey, I'm not joking. It's not sickly sweet. It's actually a mix of things. They worked really hard breeding the right varieties together to make the perfect flowers. Maybe I'll ask them for a rose sometime to give to a special little bird. There's that blush. I knew you'd crack eventually. This spot you've picked has a good view. You can see the whole horizon from here. Not much to see, of course. Just a barren tundra that leads to a blackened mess, but somehow feels beautiful all the same. I feel like I can just float away for a moment, holding hands with the woman I love, staring out over a sun-bleached horizon. Seems like we can ignore the ugly truths of the world for just a moment or two. I know. The peace won't last. Never does. A few hours, we'll be back on the grind. The world calls for people like us. Unfortunately, I don't think there will ever be a time when our civilization doesn't need fighters or generals or any kind of soldier. Conflict, fighting for survival, it's been a part of our race since the dawn of our species. I think our jobs are secure, love. Even if part of us wishes they weren't. Well, that's the goal, isn't it? A world without war. With each other, or the world itself. We fight so that maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to see that future someday. Speaking of flowers and flying high, I brought something that I think you might like. A little bottle of Soaring Peaks. Only got a little bit of sky high in it. Just enough to make you floaty, but it'll be gone in an hour or so. We'll be good for class, don't worry. I knew you'd like the idea. Here. Take a swig, and pass it over. Soaring Peaks has always been good. We got different levels, but low one's enough, anyway. I ain't no junkie or anything. Oh, man. They say alcohol, the other stuff, alcohol normally burns when it goes down your throat. Stuff like this never burns, but you definitely feel something. A warm, tingly feeling. You know? This stuff shoots through you too. And it's already passed through a little bit. I'm already starting to feel a little bit of it. You know, don't feel all of it, but you know. So funny, you know. Thinking about Sky High. You know how they came up with it? It was by accident, if you can believe it. Yeah. It was part of a program to develop food products that would be reliably grown in the mountains. One of the times, the flowers on one of the plants came out real good. Nourishing and all. They had psychoactive effects. euphoria, reduced awareness. You know, it brings you into your own happy little world. But, I mean, it was actually made for nourishment. It's not that bad to consume. It actually sates for hunger. Guess that means we won't have to go out after class, huh, love? Yeah. Yeah. Pretty cool, right? Other stuff, yeah. A lot of it at once actually makes it very hallucinogenic. A lot of people go on crazy, crazy trips. I have these crazy stories about how they hiked up the mountain and fought a mountain lion or something like that. Have you heard someone say they fought a dragon with lightning on the peaks of the university, and it's like, yeah, it definitely seems like an experience, but it's never really been my thing, you know. I've always been one for the lower stuff. Just enough to make you float. Enough to make you get away. Right, love? Hold my hand then. Let's just fly away for a bit, little bird.